Hello and welcome back to Forrest Strings. Today we are going to learn how to restring a violin. If you want more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button to support us. Let's go! Today we are going to restring my violin because over the last few rehearsals I have not enjoyed the sound I've been creating. As you can see here, my strings have become really flat. There are some divots up where I put my fingers, and overall, these strings have been well used. They're about a year old and ready for a revamp. The strings I am choosing to use during this restring are the Vision Solos. I like the silver wound D and G strings. I just found like they make the warmest sound possible. The first step when restringing your own violin is to unwind the old strings. The most important thing about this is that you don't unwind all of the strings at the same time. You want to do one at a time or possibly two on alternating sides of the instrument so that the bridge doesn't fall down. Here you can see I'm unwinding the G string. I turn the peg down towards me and then I pull the string off of the peg until it comes out of the hole. The next step is going to be removing the string from the tailpiece. It should just pop out and then you are set to go. Since the strings are off the instrument, I took the chance to clean the fingerboard and the body of the instrument to get all of the rosin off. Before we remove any other strings, we want to add at least one back on. Here I am starting with the G string. First, you're going to pull the peg out just a little bit so that the hole for the string is still inside the peg box but easy to access. I stick the string right into the hole and then I start to turn the peg away from me. As you can see, this is a little bit of a tricky process and sometimes isn't able to happen the first time. Here's a different vantage point where you can see the string going through the hole and then starting to turn the peg away from me. As you wind the string into the peg box, you want to make sure that the string is winding towards the side of the peg box of the peg for the string. So in this case, I'm winding the A string and I'm trying to keep the string aligned with the right side of my instrument. In the case of the G string or the D string, you want to align the end of the winding of your string with the left side, as I'm doing here. Your peg box should look like this if you've done it correctly. Once you've wound it past the colored part of the winding, you can go ahead and stick the end of the string back into the tailpiece in the reverse way from what we did earlier when we removed the string. Once it's in there, you can go ahead and tighten the string up. You will need to set the string right in the divot in the bridge for that given string. Once the string is in place, you need to tighten it a little bit to keep the tension on the bridge and keep it from falling down. We are not putting the strings perfectly in tune, but we are adding some tension to the bridge so it can stay upright. Now that we know the basics, we're going to go ahead and repeat this process with all of our other strings. E string is slightly different from all of the other strings. There are two different types that you might have. You may have a ball E string like all of the other strings, or you may have a loop. In my case, I have a loop E string, so it adheres to the tailpiece of the violin in a different way than all of the other strings. You can see the loop just fits right in this metal mechanism, and the rest of the string attaching process is the same as the previous strings. When we are finished putting all of the strings on our instrument, we can go ahead and tighten them to make them sound closer to the string pitches. Before we tighten them all the way to the perfect pitches, we want to make sure that we are checking the bridge along the way. Sometimes when we continually are tightening the strings, it pulls the bridge away from its desired position. We want the flat side of the bridge to be facing towards the tailpiece at all times, and we want that to stay completely upright and not slanting towards the fingerboard. This could lead to possible bridge breakage or bridge warping over time. Now that we are finished restringing our violin, we are ready to go ahead and play it. We're first going to get the strings all the way in tune, and then we are going to make some music. You may find on your fresh new strings that they tend to go flat over and over again. I can assure you that after 3 days of consistent playing, your strings are going to stay in tune and sound so much better than your old strings. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching my video today. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more violin informational videos just like this one. Have a great day.